youth of today is they don't respect music and they don't really even care what it sounds like.
Would your father be supporting the download maybe to download?
Well, the thing is, in his book, the Real Frank Zappa book, there's a page in there that actually shows that he was applying for a patent on what is ultimately iTunes back in 1981. He was trying to create exactly that. But his interest at that time was really to make sure that you could have the highest quality resolution. You know, he would not have been a fan of MP3s and inferior formats because he was always interested in the audio fidelity. And I think that's another part of the youth of today is they don't respect music and they don't really even care what it sounds like. They don't know the difference. They don't know what they're missing, most of them. It's just if they did, if they knew a little bit more about the things that came before, they might be more concerned about the fact that they've been getting gypped on the quality.
But have you tried other ways maybe than the Zappa Blaze Zappa thing to because you work for MTV, but maybe back then it was not as much an issue as it's now. But is there, I think, other ways in the music scene that you speak to colleagues with that
there really
frustration?
You know, there really isn't an interest from the media. You know, it's just not an important thing for them. So. You know, we do what we can, but this project for a lot of people, they don't really know how to explain it to people because they just think of it as a tribute band, and obviously we're playing the music of my father, so indeed it is a tribute band, but there's a stronger connection to the music. And there's, you know, the fans of the music, they understand the depth of what it is better than somebody that has a casual exposure to it. You know, but we won a Grammy, so people obviously respect the effort that's going into this, and you know, it's being highly regarded by fans and critics alike, and has been since the beginning. So.
Was there maybe some sort of pressure on your way? I don't know, on your shoulders that really the true fans from the early days, that you were maybe the only one who could continue your father's heritage in this.
I never felt any pressure about it. You know, people often, you know, expect that I would. It's just the pressure that I would feel is the pressure I would put on myself to do it as best as I can, you know. I have a deep respect for the music as much or more than any of his most ardent fans. And I have, you know, a very different connection to it than they ever will or ever could.
But is it for you then, maybe I can imagine that it can be very personal, that you lock yourself up in a room listening to all his music and doing the exact same thing that he did years ago. I can also say it's maybe a bit of an emotional quest.
Oh, it definitely is emotional, and you know, there's times when it can be emotionally overwhelming on stage, and even in the audience. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to be crying, and I mean, I've had that happen to me, you know. But the music is powerful, so it can strike at any time, you know, this emotion.